Hey everyone, this is Senior Stationery, and today's review is, as I said last video, I'm gonna make a short demonstration on amenity bag pouches or amenity kits that are usually given on several airlines that can work as a very nice and stylish stationery pouches or pencil cases. Here with me is Mr. Leumann, as always. He also has brought um, some of his current line of pens for this demonstration. So let's take a look. We have here for this video a Lamy Safari, a Sheaffer LesSport ballpoint. We have a vintage Papermate profile steel pen. We have a Papermate Inkjoy gel pen in blue. We have a Prismacolor Turquise lead holder. We have a Sanford Speederase mechanical eraser. We have a vintage Sheaffer Sentinel, the one that was made by Sailor in 1984, all steel. And we also have a couple of the first generation Papermate Dynagrip from 1991, the periwinkle blue and the burgundy red ballpoints. These ones are the ones made in Japan. So this bunch of pens and pencils are gonna work for this demonstration. So as I said, many airlines do give interesting or very nice and stylish kits that we can reuse. Let's begin. I'm gonna begin with my local carrier, which is Aeroméxico. And a few years back, they made a collaboration with Italian brand Boggi Milano. This is a really nice looking kit. As you can see, looks like a pencil case actually, but it was actually for an amenity kit with the toothpaste, eye mask, earplugs, and all of that. All those are typical accessories given on an airline. So this one is a very nice nylon, elegant, as you can see, stripe printed. Kind of brings to mind the kind of elegance from like a Ermenegildo Segna suitcase or suit. So really stylish. Interesting that you can have one pull and it opens the double zipper. And here, well, I still have here some of the kit that I haven't taken out, but it's basically, as you can see, from Aeroméxico, and it's very nice. I like the idea of the double zipper. You just pull and you can just close it, and we have this open end that you just pull it inside, and that's it. So this will be an interesting and really nice looking brown. It's like a chocolate brown pencil case, very stylish, maybe for a business meeting or just if you feel like very fashionable that day. The next one is also another one for Boggi, and a second time Aeroméxico made a collaboration with Boggi. This time it's a dark blue case, as you can see, again Boggi Milano logo, but this time it does have double zippers. There are separate compartments. You can see here we have a few accessories here, a comb and the plugs, the earplugs, and the second part here with the socks and the eye mask that matches the fabric of the case. And inside, well, again, the logo, Aeroméxico logo. So this particular one is very nice, very elegant, cloth, dark blue. So you can have your stationery on one side, maybe your refills, and the other one your main pens and pencils, or you just can distribute them the way that you want. Maybe on one side all your writing instruments, and on the other side your glue, your scissors, or any other extras. And how will this fit here? Let's see. Sorry if I kind of scratch or grab my face. It's kind of hot right now, so please excuse that. Don't let that distract you. So this one here, I'm gonna grab just only one side and I pull all of my bunch of pens and pencils that Mr. Legoman brought for us. and they do fit pretty nicely, so it is fairly very good sized. This is just only one size and I still have space, considering that I have the socks and the eye mask. It still has way much space for many other pens and pencils, because if you are just like me, you'll just keep on switching during the day, so you'll understand that, right? So next one, what's the next one? So we first made the two Boggi ones from Aeroméxico. Next is their current lineup, which is Etro. Aeroméxico currently has a collab with Etro, the Italian brand, and they made two with this. These are the current cases. I was really lucky to find them on a flea market because they're very hard to come by, not even on eBay yet. And they made two really functional styles. This one, which is like a small kind of leather light blue case, it's like a folio, like a small portfolio, really elegant, leather like feel. And if we open it, it's very thin. It has the Aeroméxico and Etro Profumi, which is the Etro line of perfumes and fragrances. So they made this for Aeroméxico, and it's really stylish that it has the paisley design from Etro. The inside is again keeps with the same paisley print, and that's it. Very thin. It also came with goodies, the eye mask that also has a paisley design, and all the typical stuff. This the mouthwash, the toothpaste, etc. So why do I like this one? Well, this one is more also professional, very sleek. As you can see, you just put the flap here on the case, and that's how you close it, pretty much. Maybe you can even grab it from here while you're walking around. So this kind of works as a strap, so it's nice, really nice. I really like this one a lot. Cheers to Aeroméxico for designing or working on this. And what does it fit here? What we can fit here? We can fit a small notepad, or in my case, my jotter. You can put this and a bunch of pens, and it still looks pretty nice. A little thick, as you can see from the side, but it still looks very sleek and nice. Maybe, I think even for the size, maybe a small iPad mini might fit, or just your diary or journal and a pen will work pretty good as well. I think this works well for maybe an A5 notebook, maybe a Moleskine or a small skin one, or those kind of journals or notebooks will work pretty good. So this is the Etro blue one. The other current from the Aeroméxico lineup is this interesting orange pouch from Etro, again the Italian brand Etro. This is current for Aeroméxico, and it has an interesting blue strap which works also as the zipper. On the inner part of the strap we have also again the blue paisley printed. Here on the exterior we just have Etro, same as the blue one, the distinctive font. And if we open it, we see a nice fabric. Well, here I have a few extras. Well, I had some socks from like the other pouches, and here we have the logo Etro for Aeroméxico, and the blue has like a polyester printed paisley, so it's really stylish. It's a nice pop of color. Etro kind of tends to work with colorful tones. In this case it's orange, so it looks nice. I think it's kind of vibrant but still tasteful, the orange with the blue. So this is a very nice looking, and could be also like a toiletry bag, but it's also like a very also stylish stationery pouch for our pens. As you can see, these fit really nicely, and they are still way more space for more stuff. My jotter could also fit in here, as you can see, and I will still have a lot of space left. It looks really nice. Could be like a tiny, maybe, I don't know, street bag, purse, kind of, or daily carrier. something like that. The strap fits nicely on the wrist. So this is another really nice design from Aeroméxico, really. And this is currently on their international trip for business class. So here's back my jotter and all of our pencils for this demonstration. Okay, next, let's see. So next one is the Aeroméxico. This is a neoprene pouch they give when they began with the airliner, the Boeing 787. I believe they give this on, I don't know if one of the first flights or the earlier flights. It's a really simple black with a distinctive purple zipper detail, and it has the Aeroméxico logo, which I really like. I have always liked the Aeroméxico logo, and a nice dotted here print that looks really nice and very contemporary. On the inside, we just have Aeroméxico printed all over. It's not branded or designed by anyone, so it's just like a generic pouch, good for a tablet, for an e-reader, or as it originally was, just for your toiletries or amenity kit. But it works really well or nicely to keep your journal, a notepad, maybe small books, or even keep a book for your trips or daily errands. Here I have my jotter and my bunch of pens, right? Okay, and that's it. And I still have a lot of space left. I still have some space for way more stuff here. You know, typical like case. So, what's the next one? So this one was the lineup from Aeroméxico, my local carrier. Now let's take a look to other foreign airlines which have made interesting or nice pouches. Next one is going to be Furla, from the Italian brand Furla, for Eva Air of China, or Taiwan, sorry. Well, it's the same, China, Taiwan. Yes, they made this for Eva Air. Really nice and stylish pouch, like leather-like and bold, contrasting blue diagonal color. There's also the option of the yellow one. There's a yellow instead of blue, but I like, well, personally like a little bit more the blue one, but the yellow also, it's very nice looking. This is leather-like, has a distinctive Furla print and a leather-like pull, and that's it. Very simple, stylish, sporty, looks really nice and very artistic. If you are I think this is the ideal pouch for like maybe a graphic designer, or maybe even for small toiletries for a quick trip. Works well. On the inside we have the Furla print, very distinctive of Furla brand. Has Furla all over, as you can see. Furla logo printed all over, which is nice and tasteful. What can we fit here? This is a more smaller pouch compared to the others. As you can see with my jotter, it's fairly around the same size, maybe a little bit longer, a bit. So we can fit my jotter, my letter note jotter, and a bunch of pens and pencils. And I'll still have some space for more pens, but it'll look really tight. So I think this pouch is for lesser items. As you can see, look, it's fairly full. So I think this is for lesser items, or if you're gonna go more minimalistic with lesser items. Here are my pens. So this was the Furla for Eva Air. Next one, we have a Lufthansa. This is this is generic Lufthansa. This doesn't have a designer. Also, Lufthansa has worked with other designers and made some interesting pouches, but this one was a generic that a friend gave me. Looks leather-like, as you can see, interesting. Even some studs on the endings here, and a contrast blue tie. It says Lufthansa Business Class, and that's it. And it's very felt cloth on the inside, so it's nice. Again, could be I like the logo also, like the bird logo from Lufthansa. So we can also place here my my leather jotter, as you can see, and the bunch of pens and pencils inside. So this one does look pretty much like a pencil case, as you can see. Being an amenity kit, it does have the functionality or style for a pencil case, or a really nice one that will look well with a suit, a leather, maybe a leather backpack, a leather portfolio or something like that. This one will look really nice. Tan leather looking case. Now let's go to our next one. The next one will be Air France. Air France made this one fairly recent. Looks kind of sporty. This is the yellow one. I believe they also made it in blue and I think red. Has their distinctive logo, or their new logo, which is like a sort of wing or kind of rectangle, ergonomic rectangle. Some rubber and fabric, which is like polyester or sporty fabric. And if we open it, it's just a beige nylon cloth, and that's it. But this one does look pretty much like it's a very thin but fair size pouch, which we could use for our, basically fits our leather jotter fairly good. And we place my pens and pencils here, and it's fairly full. Can still fit a bit more, but I think we could force it a little bit. But this one looks or feels good like this, with this amount of pens and the jotter. So this one's basically just a pencil case. You cannot fit that much items, not like a notepad, or not really, or a notebook. So just basically a simple, nice, sporty looking pencil case. Next one, it's American Airlines, which have been doing some interesting collaborations. This one is with the brand State Give Backpack. Interesting, has the New York distinctive sort of map on the bottom. Looks nice. There's also a white version, but I got this one also on the flea market. I was lucky to find one. Looks really nice, very square. You can imagine that probably the items were not that big, or they were fully packed on this little pouch. Looks like a really nice, like, emergency pouch to store little things, or a good pencil case maybe. The inside has nylon, simple nylon, and it just has also labeled State and American Airlines, so we know they made this for American Airlines. Let's see. So I think the leather is just exactly like the leather jotter. Let's see if it fits. A little tight, very tight, as you can see, really tight. It's just barely the size for the jotter. Let's see the pens and pencils, how they work here. Very tight, but they do fit on a diagonal, placed diagonally. They do fit, so it looks pretty good. I mean, it's a little nice pouch. I mean, for a little notepad like my jotter and a few pens or pencils, this pouch works well. It's very squarish. It's less rectangular and more like a square, but still very nice, tasteful style. Really, this is one of the from back from American Airlines, from earlier, from a few years back. And then the more recent one that they have is with the unfortunately now defunct leather brand, Leather Goods. This is Ground. I really like this one, really like this one. This is like a leather-like as well. And then we have here in the bottom the logo. This is Ground printed. As you can see, it's an all-over zip. So this is just a pretty good, like a, I don't know, like a really case, a nice case for many things. This is Ground made 4 styles of cases. They made, I believe, this one, which is the all zip around, 2 ones with a button snap, and another with a zip one. But I really like the one that I like the most is this one, I believe. They all zip around. And why do I like this one? Well, we have here the logo again, American Airlines. This is ground, a main compartment this side, but we also have on the other side here, on the flap, another nice space for a jotter, for a small notebook, or for your items. I like this pouch for putting here our pens. Let's see, put our pens here. It has a good amount to store our pens and pencils. And maybe here on this side, I put my jotter. And that's it, we're all set to go. Good for work, good for school, or just for a daily errand. The interesting thing about this case is that here on the side of that where I put the letter jotter has a really tiny little like a little square compartment, really open pouch, where you can put one of those sensors for locating items, lost items. So you can even look for this pouch in case it gets lost. So I found that kind of interesting, very interesting from ground. They also have two snaps here, like you could add extras or maybe like a flap or something, but I don't think they actually made anything for it. It just reminds us of their main original leather items, but unfortunately the brand seems to have been disappeared. But they left this really nice legacy of interesting leather-like pouches for American Airlines. So this one is one of really my favorite ones. They made it in 4 colors. This one is black. They made tan leather. They made like a white leather and dark blue or navy blue. But I really like this one a lot, American Airlines. Next we have an Iberia from Spain. Again, another neoprene case. No designer, very simple, just Iberia business. Has a rubber tie. We open it. Doesn't say much anything. We have a few elastic where the items were original, but it's good enough for my jotter and a bunch of pens. It works pretty good, as you can see. Close the zipper, and it's a nice case or pencil pouch. Could also be for electronics, small electronics. Maybe not big enough for an iPad mini, but some maybe an e-reader or something like that, maybe, or just cables. Or again, you can just use it again as an amenity case. That works as well also. So this is from Iberia. Next one we have the Ferragamo, Salvatore Ferragamo for Eva Air. Really stylish, and if you feel like Ferragamo's like way out of your league, these are really nice pouches they made for Eva Air. It says here Ferragamo, Salvatore Ferragamo Parfums. We have here the Ganchino logo with a leather-like pull, which is really nice. Again, this looks really nice, like a Saffiano leather. And on the bottom we have a nice pattern from Ferragamo, really elegant and stylish. This could be like a really nice marker case if you are into sketching or marker coloring. Really nice marker case, maybe, or just a pencil pouch with everything inside. Now if I open it, in this case I still have the original contents, but the interesting thing of this collaboration with Eva Air is that it has a secondary little extra pouch. This one is all nylon with again a little leather-like strap, well, no, leather-like label that says Salvatore Ferragamo again, Parfums and the Ganchino. So this is like a 2-for-1 because you get 2 double. You can separate some cases or some maybe pencils in here. Pens. Does it fit a pen? Let's see. Yes, it fits a pen. Maybe a few pens. Looks like for the size of a Papermate looks well. You can store maybe several pens around this size. Let's see this one. Papermate. This one is a little longer but does fit tightly but snugly. Does fit well. And the rest we could store them here. So you can separate some of your maybe your precious ones on this one and the rest here, or the rest of your accessories here. So that's a good option. And then this is for Salvatore for Eva Air. Next one we have George Jensen for again Eva Air. I really have to congratulate Eva Air for making some really nice and stylish pouches. I'm gonna be honest. This is George Jensen. If you're familiar with Jacob Jensen, I think George was the son or a relative, I think. George Jensen is known for Danish design and I think for silverware or fine metal works. So this is really stylish, very minimalist. You get the whole Danish form and function vibe to it. This is leather-like. Looks like a sort of Saffiano black leather and a contrast burgundy, dark burgundy pouch on the front. Very simple, has George Jensen here printed on the small one, and on the zipper it says also George Jensen. We have the metal tie. We have here George Jensen Denmark for Eva Air, black nylon inside, really big size. I think this one works really well for to carry like a small notebook or notepad. And this extra one, this next extra one, we can pull it out and you can have it as an extra, like a little extra case for other things, for note cards, little papers. And you can either just have this one and grab it from here, use this strap and grab it as a daily commuter bag. Looks really nice. But also you can also bring back again with this like sort of convertible pouch to it. A snap button. Really nice. Really like this one. This is really stylish. I couldn't even think that this is a I wouldn't think this is a amenity kit from an airline. I think it would be like a really fine leather good item. So really have to congratulate Eva Air for her choosing of items. Then this one, last one, this is for JAL Airlines or Japan Airlines Etro, again, Italian Etro. Actually, before Aeroméxico, they first made collaborations with Japan Airlines. So as you can see, they have nylon with fully the paisley fabric. It looks very nice, very Italian. The Etro logo on the black in same blue as the pattern, and the chrome zip with the Etro logo. The inside is simple, doesn't say anything. It's actually just blue fabric. So the all logos are basically on the exterior. Compared to the Aeroméxico one looks a little bit more stylish because they are leather-like items with the inside having the paisley fabric, and in this case it was more simpler because they brought the paisley on the outside. So what does this one looks like? It looks like a really nice or very stylish Italian looking pencil pouch. So we have this, we have a leather jotter and a bunch of pens and pencils here to store them, and they fit fairly good horizontally. Good size, good amount for pens only, I guess. I don't think you can bring down many items, maybe an eraser, maybe a glue stick, but that's pushing it a lot. I think you should just keep for writing instruments and maybe a jotter or a small notepad. That's what I think, honestly. So that's it for this demonstration. These are the ones. Maybe I will next time, until I get a few more new ones, I will make another demonstration of my other collection of fine amenity kits, pouches that also work as really nice stationery kits. I hope you like this video. As I said, I was going to return, so this is my, I guess this is my comeback, and I also want to again do an appearance video, just to try and give it a try as a different type. But I also will go back to my writing reviews with stationery items, so expect that. I will be uploading more soon. Thank you for watching. Oh, and last but not least, as I said on my previous video, well, I was unfortunately jobless, but I'm really glad and happy to announce that I'm actually last week was my first week, and I do have now a job. So that's really great news, positive news. I'm glad to say that my new employer is actually Amazon Mexico. So I'm very happy. I'm really thrilled of this new adventure. I feel really flattered that Amazon Mexico was the one who looked at me and gave me an opportunity, despite having looked for a whole year, being searching for a job and trying many local companies and not really having much of an opportunity. And it kind of had to be a foreign global company, the one that gave me the opportunity. So I'm very thrilled, I'm very happy, I'm flattered, I'm thankful. So shout out to Amazon for giving me this opportunity. um, and if any of you for watchers still unemployed, well, I'm sending you a lot of positive vibes. Hang in there. I know what it feels like. It has been rough for many of us, so I really wish you well. I hope this whole pandemic ends pretty soon and everything goes back again to normal, even if it's slowly but surely. um, so I just wanted to share with you this news. um, I felt compelled to tell you, as I told you in my last video, well, the reasons why I hadn't uploaded videos. So this is for you. Thank you very much, watchers, for your patience and sticking around. I hope you enjoyed this different kind of review of some suggestions or ideas for your stationery items, for reusing actually cases that they give on airlines. And I hope you enjoy this and stay tuned for more uploads upcoming. So thank you for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.